The phenomenal world can be likened to a vineyard. Its fruit is not visible to the eye, but its flavor can be tasted by the awareness in which it appears. The subtle and gross forms, shaped by the unfolding of creation, when taken to be the self, resonate at the vibrational level allowed by the degree of alignment between circumstance and the mind's ideal, subject to diminishing returns. The ignorance that is body and mind identification is like what fuels heat applied to food ingredients that stink only at a certain temperature. Without that, everything smells the same. That heat is judgment predicated on identification with one for whom to judge things good or evil. So take, for instance, the acts of an evil man and those of an animal. The man is no worse than the animal, superficially, than, say, a predator, such as a snake or a bear, for which intraspecific killing is normal. But the creature is not vibrationally diminished by its actions, as the degenerate man is. The creature has no canvas of self on which to paint a portrait from guilty deeds, but the human does. The framework of memories that relate to a self who is held to moral account color the energy body to the extent that they are identified with and held up against a moral imperative. Without this judgment, the soul of a being takes on a different flavor. It is not a product of their circumstance, as it typically is with people. An absence of self-judgment can be common to sages and sociopaths, but for different reasons. The former for lack of identification with a self to judge, and the latter for a lack of conscience, but not a lack of desire. So in this vineyard, the fruits look the same outwardly, but the flavors of the energy bodies are different. The soul that has been liberated from the ignorance of being identified with form will ascend to love just through unencumbrance, through a letting go. It's not an additive process. It's not an augmentation, just an allowing.